Mr. Calderwood, the jury has found you guilty on count 1, burglary.
The Cleveland man accused of causing a house explosion learns his fate. Prosecutors say William Calderwood broke into a vacant home in his neighborhood back in January and stripped the place of valuables.
Then the home along West 83rd blew up, damaging dozens of nearby houses. Today, Calderwood was found guilty, but not on all charges. We broke the story today on Newsnet5.com and News Channel 5 at noon. On your site, investigator Ron Regan continues our coverage live on 5 with what happened in court. Ron?
Well, Danita Calderwood was convicted of burglarizing that home, but not some 50 counts of aggravated arson. Its West Side home exploded in flames. Dozens more damaged from the impact. And that very afternoon, 57-year-old William Calderwood, who lived next door, told us it was broken into.
I think it was June, somebody busted in and stole the copper. So I've been complaining, at least since last summer, that something should be done about this house, that it should be cited. They didn't cite it, they didn't do anything to it.
But 10 days later, Calderwood was arrested, charged with aggravated arson and burglary. Today, he waited for a jury's verdict.
On 53 counts of aggravated arson involving various structures, the jury has reached the verdict not guilty.
But Calderwood was convicted of burglary.
My client fully acknowledged taking the appliances. There was never really an issue of taking the appliances of the residents. He believed that the property was vacant for 2.5 years and it was high time that somebody used it, and he gave those items to homeless people.
Prosecutors say TV crime shows raise the bar for proof.
I think the most challenging thing is when we live in a world of multimedia, of CSI, law and order, the jury wants to see everything. And, this was a circumstantial evidence case. And I think the jury ultimately wants to see who's the person inside of the house unscrewing the gas lines.
And jurors said it was difficult.
The state did not meet its burden of proof in this particular case to allow us to believe that Bill Calderwood was the only and was the only suspect and the only possibility in this case.
Arson or accident, residents who live here still have questions.
I'm disappointed that we haven't been able to determine the cause of the explosion, or else not determine it, that the state hasn't been able to prove what the cause of the explosion is yet.
And Calderwood remains in jail and will be sentenced next Tuesday on that burglary charge. He could face up to 5 years in prison.